Hi, my name is Dr. Elham Payfoon, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to overcome low mood, anxiety, and in severe conditions, depression. Depression is now a very big issue in all societies, and more people are suffering from depression, and regardless of how successful they are financially in their career, situations that many people would think, well, this is a perfect situation for me to live in, but the actual person is actually suffering from low moods, anxiety and depression. And it's growing, it's everywhere. There's no age, there's no gender, there's no race, and it doesn't matter which country you're from, it can affect anyone. The problem is everything around us is changing all the time, and with the changes that's happening, like from society or introducing from our side, it's if the life is not balanced, if there is imbalances in life, it can affect us dramatically. Some changes could be incremental and some changes could be sudden, like loss of a loved one, loss of a job, or a breakup, or financial problems. So all those changes, if individuals have problems in 1, 2 or 3 areas in their life, they just can't sometimes they can't cope, and it causes a very low mood, and they just can't deal with their everyday life. So this is how I help my clients to overcome a low mood or anxiety or depression. So the first exercise we do is an exercise called Wheel of Life. In coaching, we consider 7 areas for life: financial, career, family, relationship, spiritual, the mental, and the health and fitness. And all those 7 areas, for someone to be generally happy, there should be a balance in all those 7 areas in life. So with in coaching, and when it comes to depression, low mood, disappointments and anxiety, what I usually do with my clients, I get them to score all those 7 areas one by one on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being very bad, very low, and 10 being really good. So that way I know where exactly they're standing in their current life, what feel they have about that area of their life. And then I get them to score again on a scale of 1 to 10, what would they like that area of their life to be. So it's a kind of how the life should be and how the life is a comparison. And there's a gap between these two. We come up with a number. And that number is how we start, is our guide to start to work with. And then we take it from there. So the second way I help my clients to overcome depression, anxiety, and low mood is through values, human values. So when it comes to values, I was very much inspired by Dr. John DeMartini's concept of human values, and I realized how much I could benefit from this concept in helping my clients to overcome low mood, depression, anxiety, and all sorts of problems. Values are a set of priorities that we, as human beings, we all have them, and they are the principles to everything we do. It's shown that as human beings, we can only focus on 3 to 5 top values at any given time. In order to determine your values, you need to look at your day-to-day life, on how you spend your money, how you spend your time, what do you like to think about, what do you like to talk about. If you look below in the description, there's a link to my website where you can go and determine your values. So the third way is exercise. a type of exercise that pumps oxygen into your brain and to your body. So that's why when you go to confidence building workshops, they take people to walk on fire. So at the end of the workshop, at the end of the day, people feel very empowered. They feel like they've done something. They feel like they're unstoppable. Now I'm going to show you what happens in our brain when we feel low or depressed. This is our brain, but obviously this is a very simplified form, but it gives you an idea. There's a section in our brain which we have in common with all other animals, and it's called our limbic part of the brain. Dr. Steve Peters, in the book The Chimp Paradox, is called that chimp, and I quite like it, the word chimp. And this part of our brain is responsible for our emotions. There's another section in our brain which is called our computer side of the brain, and it's where we store information. So all the information we receive from the environment, our brain processes information and it stores them as a memory in our computer side of the brain. There's another section which is called our human brain, and I call it human brain because it's easier to remember. This part of our brain is responsible for our executive planning, for our goal setting, for our creativity, and everything else that other animals can't do, but we can. There is a thing though, it only operates if we focus on our top 3 to 5 values. And I write that with red because it's very important. 3 to 5 top values. If we focus on those, this part of our brain, it just works in our favor. Now, with everything that I explained about the 7 areas in our life, our financial situations, our career, our relationship, our social life, spirituality, the mental situation, and the health and fitness, if we focus on the 3 to 5 top values, the scores on those areas are going to stay above 5. And if we don't focus on the 3 to 5 top values, we'll notice the scores are going to drop below 5. I'll put. So one way to know whether you're focusing on your top values or not is to start scoring your different areas of your life. In another word, doing the wheel of life. And then what happens when the scores start to drop in 2 or more areas, you start feeling, because this part of your brain is not operating, you start feeling pressure in your limbic brain, in your chimp, and you get more and more emotional. And that's how you'll be getting lower moods and finally, in severe conditions, depression. But knowing what you know now, you know how to control it. Just go back to your different areas of the life and then score them, and if they are falling below 5, then you know that you need to focus on your 3 to 5 top values. Thank you for watching my video, and if you would like to find more information about how coaching could help you, please don't forget to visit my website and subscribe to my YouTube channel.